Um, Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Have a few things to get to. I'm gonna mute everything so everybody can hear what I got going on here. Um, Wanted to have a quick meeting to discuss what's going to be coming up in the next AC lead conference. We extended it to lead so that we could get some VIM training done, get everybody on board and up to speed on that, getting classes in. And those of you guys that are coming to the class, I'm going to lean on you guys as resources for other people in your area that could not make this training. If they have questions that we can't help them virtually, I'm going to ask that they make a time to hopefully meet up with you guys and have you help them the way we plan on helping you guys on the 14th. Our number one priority in that meeting is going to be getting everybody up to speed on that, logged in first, make sure everybody's account's working. And then once we do that, we're going to go through and post some events. We're going to start with some events that I have that I'm going to put into the system with everybody there. We'll walk through that together. If anybody else has classes that they're ready to post, we'll look at doing that as well, and continue doing demos until everybody feels wonderful and peachy about the new system that is out there. Just to let everybody know, currently registration for classes has been very slow. That is partly due to the time of the year, but I think also probably has to do with the learning curve of getting the public to learn the new location. I just canceled my own class for this weekend because I did not have enough participants, only had one that we are trying to send to Steve's class, Steve Granger, for next Sunday instead of my class on Saturday. So Shawnette was working on that. Hopefully that'll work out. Steve's classes got not as many as we'd like, but enough to go. And we'll continue to build from there. We are working with the VIM team to try to make sure that the system is highlighted and customers get routed to it better and more efficiently. But it is still a work in progress on that end of things from my perspective. We are going to have some conversations after we get done with them. If we get done with them, I assume we'll get through it. That we will need, or I'd like to discuss with you guys and get some feedback. There is, I hate to say it, a lot of unfortunate things going on in the hunter ed world outside of Oregon that I would like to make you guys aware of and discuss, and talk about my response and strategies from Oregon's perspective in that regard. Some of you guys have had conversations with me about it before. Has to do centers around reciprocity with other states, and how other states are delivering their product. One good news with that is California was finally able to get rid of their online only option for hunter ed, which was a big problem for not only them but us. We had close to 200 students go through their online only program over the course of the last year. That they can no longer do that with California getting away from it. But California had 10 fatalities last year in a single year. 6 of them were online only students. And it unfortunately took that for the coordinator of their state to get people to listen and let him get rid of that program. But I want to make sure keep you guys up to date with what is going on in those realms and discuss that. So those of you that'll be there, we will also be live streaming the meeting. So those of you that can't be there, if you have time to tune in, do so. And we will also look to record sessions of the meeting as well. Um, right now at the agency, we're working on our schedules. We're looking at shows for recruiting volunteers at the different shows across the state, as well as training schedules for myself to get new instructor trainings out there in different parts of the state. We also have the statewide that you guys should have information on by the end of this month that we will be doing. I did have to change venues for this year and moved dates a couple weeks further back than what I had intended. That was due to the venue I was trying to choose of Wild Horse over there in Pendleton is undergoing major construction and couldn't commit to what we needed. Um, those are the highlights, I guess, of what I have to discuss. Shawnette, did you have some stuff to add to any of that?
Basically, just reminders to go into them, make sure that your login works. If it doesn't, just let me know. We've found a few little um, glitches with certain people having duplicate accounts. Try not to create one. Try to find your migrated account first if you haven't already, and use that one. If you can't find it, then email me before you create something. Um, that way we don't have to delete or inactivate the duplicate account. Otherwise, there's step-by-steps that are very easy to follow for them, as far as creating your event, managing your event, and even capturing all the hours and cleaning up the rosters. Um, we're currently using a couple of people that had some December classes as our little test subjects, and we appreciate that. Steve is one of them, and we have another intro. Kelly Parkman is also a tester this week. So um, we're doing some paper ones, we're doing some uploading, we're testing everything as we go just to make sure that this is a smooth transition. Public is aware that the classes and events are now in them and no longer in the electronic license system. Everything is online. If you find any of the online pages that have incorrect links, please let me know. We've been scouring and changing and updating and unpublishing for a number of weeks now. So hopefully we've found them all. um, and that, I believe, is it.
Okay. Well, on the with the VIM stuff, just keep in mind that regardless of where you're at when you come to the meeting, we will be taking the walk, run, sprint, step by step to get everything going. So first step we start with is going to make sure everybody that is there is in their profile and has that figured out before we move on to the next step. As I think all of us know is with experience from even just teaching our classes in Hunter Ed that not everybody learns the exact same way or understands everything the exact same way. So we will make sure that everybody is on the same page each time we move ahead in a step and get that all taken care of. Um, The meeting will likely take the full day. That is my scheduled plan. I know the last couple years we've ended a little early. I don't really anticipate that this time around. I think we'll take up the full day with the amount of stuff that I got that we could get into if we happen to get done with the VIM training. Um, the training will be ran by the education team, not the VIM team this time. There will be one or two of the VIM team members will be there to help out. But the main part of the training will be ran by myself and Shawnette and any other staff that comes in to help. On that note, I will say a lot of you guys know that the frustrations that we've ran into with VIM and the VIM team, but with some recent staffing changes and stuff, uh, I have to say I've been very impressed with the way the team has altered how they're handling things, and they seem to be listening a lot more to what we have to say and problems that things that have been created. And my best example of that is I don't know how many of you guys knew, but when students were going to take their online class with one of our third party providers, it was making them go create a VIM account to get a VIM number, then go back to the third party vendor to take their account and create another account, add the VIM number, take it, go back to VIM, schedule a class. I brought up how flawed that was and talked to them about it, and they got it changed pretty fast where kids do not have to have a VIM number to take the online adult or online portion of their class. Adults still do, but that's also because adults currently don't have to come see us in classes. Um, so their process is a little different. The reason they need the VIM account is because it goes straight to a card creation once they pass the class. Does anybody have any questions on any of that? Quiet from this group?
Okay, I have one.
Okay, Steve, thank you.
So at the conference, most all of that conference time is just going to be dedicated towards them.
Until we're done and everybody feels good about how they go in and post their classes and see and be able to look at rosters or even sign up to help with another class.
Okay,
Yes.
so you think it will take all day? I'm just wondering of other, of what we might go over tonight or any other things that we might want to talk about. If it's better to do it tonight, I was thinking about at the conference, but if we're not going to have time, then maybe getting some of it tonight.
I'm confident we'll get through VIM. It's just how fast we'll get through VIM. I
Right?
have other projects to discuss with you guys and other things I would like your help and input with for those of you that are there. Um, what I'm saying is I don't know how much of that I will get to after we're done with them.
Okay.
But I'm confident we can get everybody up to speed on VIM on that day. Everybody
Okay.
that's there should walk away from feeling good about VIM. And just it's my extra stuff I have to add on that I'm saying I don't see us getting done unless people decide they want to head out and not be part of the next topics. That'll be up to them. I'll send out the agenda this week.
Okay, I just have a few things I want to go over and maybe I'll let you finish this. And if you don't hit them, then I'll ask some questions at the end.
Okay. Gordon?
Uh, yeah, this may be a dumb question, but is the VIM login supposed to be the same as our electronic licensing system login? Is it the
No,
same username, password?
it is not. So it's your email address as your username, and then you're creating a password.
Right. I have, yeah, you don't want to get into it here. So,
Oh, well, it can be the same password. It's a totally different, like if you use the same password for everything, like a lot of people do, um,
you know,
it'll allow it.
I used a different password. It didn't work. So I said, create a new password. They said you already have a password. And
Okay, so I can
I've
reset
used my
yours.
five tries and they kicked me out a couple of times now. So,
Yeah, it locks you out. So Gordon, I'll
yeah.
go ahead and reset yours, and send you a temporary password.
Okay. Good
Okay.
luck.
Yeah, and something like that, either me or Shawnette, either one can reset your passwords if you get locked out.
Okay.
Don,
Jeanette,
Don, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Jeanette,
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
On that AC meeting on the 14th, the recording, will it be real time like this meeting right now? Will it be viewed live like this now?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes. It'll be a
Okay.
live stream and a recording for later.
Okay. And as far as live stream goes, will I be able to do like a split screen where I can watch and participate with the instruction and then actually follow through and do a personal one like for myself on the other half as we're going through the training?
You should be able to. We can test that and see. So you'll
If you
have the
have a
step
big
by
enough
step.
screen, it should be able to.
Okay. All right. Well, I can probably make it work now that I know that. So thanks, guys.
Yep. Robert,
I'm attempting to do my VEM mitigation or migration thing while we're talking here because I have you guys on the phone right now. I went in, followed the links, like create a new account, go with bring in because I'm already a user, name and zip code, and then it said there's already a user with this information.
that would
So-
be you. You don't need to create a new account.
So I don't remember doing this with a password.
You were imported.
Okay. Cool. I will try to figure it out. And if I have any questions, I will ask.
We can reset your password, but your email should be your username.
Got it. I have
Yeah.
a couple email passwords I typically use. I have like 5 of them. So I'll just give a couple of them a whirl. If it doesn't work, then I will reach out to you. Thank you.
I
Joel,
posted in chat a step-by-step to access your migrated account. And you'll need your zip code to get in there, and then it'll ask you for your information to update it and create a password.
Joel, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is can all this be accessed and used via like your iPhone? Do you have to use a laptop on the VEM?
I believe it can work on a phone, but I have not tried that.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of websites have a web page and then they have a page that migrates to a easier to a phone screen. So I didn't know if that was the case.
so I registered mine using my Android phone and worked fine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I'm
Good, thank
on
you.
my iPhone like right now looking at it. It's just smaller. It's not its own app, but it works.
Cool. I just rarely have the laptop open, so I'm currently installing every update from the last time I had it open 4 months ago.
Gary, what do you got for us?
I'll have the same problem as Gordon is with my password. Jeanette, can you help me out?
Yeah, we can get you a password reset.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. I'm finding a lot of people have duplicate accounts, so don't create an account. Try and find your migrated account first using those step-by-steps.
Donette, do we contact you to reset the password?
Or me. Either one of us can do it.
Okay, if I need it, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Gary Carter, go ahead.
Just asked, I'd like to ask Shauna if she could email that. She said it's in the chats, but I didn't see it there.
Yes,
step by step.
actually, it was emailed in the reminder email for tonight's live stream, but I can resend it.
Well, I'll look there, just make sure I have it, but if it's there, that's no problem. Thank you.
So anybody that is coming to the conference, if you have a laptop you use for Hunter Ed or a Hunter Ed laptop, please bring it with you. We'll be limited on the amount of laptops I have available. Couple people have already said that they're having issues with their laptop and need to exchange it or need an updated one. And I will forewarn you, if you show up with a 15-year-old laptop from Hunter Ed, I'm gonna probably make you change, so that I don't hear about it from our IT department. Been trying to track down some of the older ones so we can get them changed out before IT shoots me. But they've been hard to track down because we don't have good records of who has them. So I do have 20 new computers that are available to be swapped out for upgrades or checked out for those that haven't had an opportunity to get computers yet. But that only goes so far. I went through 20 last year real easy at the AC conference.
Is there a date on them where you could just look through it and see right away if you're 15 years old?
No, the one you'd have wouldn't be 15 years old. You got one that I ordered. So, most everybody on here, I think, would have probably in the last 5 years.
Okay.
But occasionally I see one show up when I'm out in the field that looks like a, compared to the new laptops, looks like a dinosaur and probably weighs 50 pounds. But few of those out there, like I said, are still listed in inventory and probably don't even operate anymore. But
Okay.
if you guys coming to the conference need anything else, firearms or otherwise, please get that email to me as soon as possible. I'd like to have that sorted out before everybody gets here so that I can have people's stuff set aside. There's no reason for us not to do that while you're here. So we don't have to ship stuff and you don't have to worry about how you're going to come get it. I know a couple of you guys already have it on the schedule with me. Emmett, I know yours is scheduled. I'm trying to think of who else, but any other questions out there? Robert?
Actually, did Joel? He had his hand up before me. Did he have another question, or is that?
No, Joel and Don haven't taken their hands down since they asked their question.
The action sets that I sent or delivered, a little over a month ago. Is there any ETA on when the levers are going to be repaired?
No, not yet.
Cool. And the lead instructor I usually work with, I believe his laptop is, I might have Windows 98 on it. It's an old laptop. So do you want me to see if I can bring that one in for our
Yeah,
classes?
that would be.
Maybe we can get that
Yeah,
one.
that would
swapped
be
out.
appreciated. He is one I would have guessed that had one of those.
I will be sending him a text message like, hey, I'm gonna slide out and I'm gonna grab your laptop and we'll see if we can get it replaced. So cool. I would like to if I can call dibs on a laptop. Dibs.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, sir.
Especially if you show up with one of those antique laptops, I will definitely make sure you get a new one.
Thank you, sir.
Baron, how can I help you?
Yeah, question on the ODFW account. Is it the same account as I've had one
No,
on my ODFW on my cell phone? So it's not the
it is.
same account?
No, it is not the same account. It's your email address, and then you have to create a password the first time you log in. It's an imported profile from our system, but it's not your hunter ed profile or your hunting profile.
Okay. So do we continue to maintain our hunting profile and keep that completely
Correct.
separate?
Yes.
Okay. The the login looks different, so it's two completely different systems and also.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else out there?
Yeah, Jared.
Yeah.
I have a Marlin 3030 from the rifle sets that I'd like to switch out. And
From your action sets?
yeah, I forget what it's called, but anyway, part of the internal guts of it fell apart. So, and then also we have a laptop to turn in. It's almost as old as the online program.
Yeah, I'd be happy to take that. Right now, unfortunately, I don't have any replacement 3030s to give you. I'm trying to get them through to the gunsmith as quick as possible. I also put in an inquiry. The new action sets that we're getting now are from Mossberg, and they don't have a lever action to put in the set. So the lever action is coming from Henry. So I'm reaching out to Henry to see if I can get just some lever actions to replenish some of our sets for some of the ones that are broken. That's the number one broken gun I have right now.
Okay. I'll still bring it to you.
Okay.
But nothing on an ETA yet, Jared, for any of those repaired guns?
No, I may have to find another gunsmith. Jason was supposed to be getting a bunch of those to the gunsmith we've been using. He was doing a good job for us, but I have not heard an update of when he's going to come get some more guns and get them done. We probably have 30 plus action set firearms in our cage for repair right now.
Yeah. Okay,
Most
I'll
of
keep
them are
waiting.
lever actions.
Yeah, that's what mine is. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I think about half the people on here right now are waiting on a lever action to be repaired.
Just an observation about the levers. If you use the steel cased lacquered ammo that comes in the kits, they will jam them up every time. I bought zoom caps and they run smoothly, and I haven't had a problem since as far as getting them all jammed up.
Yeah, there's been a ton of different problems with those guns. Some of them just come apart at the seams where they're supposed to be welded or bolted, and they don't stay together. Some of them, the little extractor tab snaps off of them because of people dropping it straight in the action and closing it. And they don't make those tabs the same way as they do regular firearms. They're just a thin piece of metal. And I probably have at least 10 of them that are sitting there with that tab snapped off, so it won't extract the ammo.
Jared, we have a couple of questions in chat. What are the times of the conference on the 14th?
8 to 5.
Okay. And that's at Salem headquarters, ODFW. And then there was another question in regards to lodging location for that meeting.
The lodging location is a Marriott off of well, it's over there behind the old Costco. Some of you guys have stayed there before. I'll get all that information out this week in a agenda. Donald?
Yeah, I was just wondering, we've got a company here in St. Helens, Tactical Firearms, that might be willing to do the repairs on our training firearms. Do you want me to talk to them at all?
Sure, I'm willing to look at anybody at this point to get those things fixed.
Okay, I'll see what their capabilities are.
Okay. Anything else out there, guys? All right, so just to recap, looking forward to seeing you guys that are coming to the meeting on the 14th. We'll get everybody up to speed on them, get that going. Have some conversations about some other happenings in Hunter Ed and what will be going on. And then I'll have the agenda out this week for that. And by the end of this month, I will have an agenda out for our statewide conference that will be in Lincoln City at Chinook Winds. I'm going to preview the location on Thursday to make sure they have everything that we need. So by the first of the year, we'll start accepting registration, people signing up for it. Dates are August 8th to the 10th. And we will get all that information out to you guys.
What was the date again?
August 8th to the 10th.
Thank you.
I agree with what he said, Clyde.
I have a couple things when you're ready, Jared.
Go for it, Steve.
Okay. Well, on some of the other things, since Ben might take up the other conference, the show booth for when the sports shows come up, is it something we can do? I know ODFW has some better display items, but usually for us, all we get is a table skirt and just some table counter stuff. Is there something that we can have a nicer presentation, a nicer booth and some different things to put in it and make it look nice like the state maybe should have?
Yes, and yes, as long as you quit beating me up about what happened in the past.
No problem. I just
All
like to
right.
have a nice presentation and something good and, look professional out there. So
I
yes,
agree with you.
and anything I can pick up or we can do, I'm always willing to come to Salem and get it and help out. So, let me know on that side. Then the other question is, my big concern is onboarding. So hopefully you can get something worked out on that and streamline something or do something.
Yeah, the first half of the year training schedule will be posted prior to any of the shows going, including the Portland one that is the end of January, beginning of February. And I'm working closely with the volunteer coordinator, Don Robinson, on improving communication and how the flow of that stuff goes as well, including that issue that you and I dealt with an instructor not being eligible, then being eligible, then not being eligible, then
Right.
that communication, and they 100% agree that that's got to get better. So um, I'm hopeful that this next year will be a lot smoother than years past.
Okay. Yes, just because some of us have a lot of time invested, like and I always sort of complain about, and I just want to make sure it's being dealt with. I like to do the shows. I don't have a problem with that. It's just I want to get instructors through. And
Mhm.
so it's trying to help with that process and make it happen. I need some more instructors. So I'm sort of abusing the ones that I have, and they're working hard. And I don't mind doing it, but I want to try to get a second team going. So anything that can help support that, I would appreciate it. Don, you know, hasn't communicated very well in the past, especially with me, which I guess he shouldn't do anyway. But yeah, as long as we can work out something. I know even one of our last meetings that was online, we were supposed to have a list of all of our instructors and their status, who've been already onboarded in that. I don't know if Shawnette's got that yet. I talked to after one of the last meetings and still waiting for that. Has that list came out or is it updated?
We will get back to you on that, Steve. It should be updated and should be able to do that. Um, we have to be
Yes.
careful from our standpoint with I guess a politically correct way to put it is decisions about what can be communicated, when can be communicated, isn't always up to even coordinators. So some of the issues that have been going on with Don's department weren't created by Don. That's one of the things, same with the VIM team. Some of the things that issues that we've been having with the VIM team weren't created by the people doing the work. But those problems have found their way to go other places, is the best way to put it. And I don't want to sit here and badmouth anybody that has done work for the agency or anything like that, but there's been some changes in the powers that be that should make communication and things a lot smoother going forward.
Okay, it's just
A
I know
lot.
as a lead instructor, I would just like it to where, we've sent in the application, they've went through onboarding, they're done. And, when they get their congratulations, maybe something sent to the lead saying, hey, congratulations, you have a new instructor available. Something somewhere that we at least know that it's completed and they're ready to be used. Because I'm always wondering, okay, I have them doing paperwork, but when can I use them as an instructor and do more with them? And as you know, it's just hasn't been done well.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to
however,
ask that you have patience and understand that some things were being done that Don didn't have a lot of control over.
okay.
And him and I have had some numerous conversations about these issues, and I believe they'll be solved going forward. We
Okay.
have a lot better department communication than what we had even 3 months ago.
Well, at least if that communication or some communication can get to the lead or get to the AC or something that we can then send it down, because we're talking and trying to work on this, but it just seems like stuff doesn't come from headquarters down to us. We're sort of left out on our own and just trying to make this be more efficient and work. That's why I want to get more instructors, but I need to be able to work with them and work them through the system and get them going. So yeah, any help is appreciated.
The education team knows exactly how you feel, because that's how we feel within our own agency, is that we don't get communicated with appropriately and in a good time frame, like we should be. And
Okay.
like I said, that seems to be improving. There's been a lot of changes in the agency and in management and whatnot. Just like our department, Don's department has the top 5 people above Don are all brand new now.
And I know something has changed because I just had one of my newest instructors. Within 2 weeks, everything was finished.
Yep.
I never knew about it, but he told me and sent me a copy of his email, congratulations, you've been through. And I've still never been talked to about it. That's why if the instructors don't communicate with me, nobody communicates with me. And so it's sort of a tough position to be in. But yes, I mean, 2 weeks, I couldn't believe it. I was surprised because I've got some that have been over 6, 8 months, almost a year, and still I've never heard have been through.
Yeah.
So it's, whatever can be done. The other question was, a little bit on my laptop. I worry about the conference time of bringing it in. Should I bring it in ahead of time? Will you be there early if you're going to download new software to it or something?
I'll be there all day Friday.
Okay, so just come in on Friday and.
Yeah, if you're coming up Friday, just get a hold of me.
Okay. No problem, that works.
Unfortunately, there's an event going on Friday during the day, so I can't set up the conference until Friday night after 5.
Right.
So I will be working all day to get some other things done and then set up for the conference that night. So
Okay, that was it. Thank you.
mhm. Anything else out there, guys?
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up on Steve. As one of the new instructors, I've yet to hear from my AC. So I'm still kind of waiting on my end in that regards as well. I also was wondering on the sportsman shows, do the volunteers require special training for that?
No, we kind of give you what our spiel is when you get there, and show you what all the information is that we have out there.
Okay.
Don, just give me a call. I think you have my number. You're in St. Helens, right?
I'm sorry, who was that?
This
Joel.
is Joel. You're in St. Helens, Columbia County.
Yes.
Give me a call. I think you have my number.
I probably do.
Okay.
If
Well,
not,
and I'll get you lined out. I got Paul lined out last year, and I was hoping I could get you lined out this year. So
okay.
we'll get you set up. Just you need to call me because I'm retired, so you can call me anytime. So whenever you have a break, give me a call and we'll get you rolling.
Okay.
All right, guys, unless there's something else out there, I'm gonna end this and let you guys go. I appreciate everybody coming out this evening, and looking forward to seeing everybody soon.
Okay.
Thank you,
Look forward to
Jared.
seeing
Thank you,
everybody at the
Jeanette.
conference.
Thanks, Jared. See you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jared.
sir.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Jared.
Yeah.
Thank